the truth about stress. Very interesting topic, very interesting. And I've had my fair share by far. So, what does it mean? What is it, and how do I avoid it? How do I solve it? And how do I release it? Stress, what you must understand, first of all, is a denial of what we are trying to have happen, aka control. We are trying to control a situation, and it is not happening the way that we are trying to control it into. So, give me an example. Well, I'm trying to grow this plant, and it needs to be done by next week, but it's not. It's taking months. You can see where I'm going. Or let's be a little more practical. I am studying for a test. I'm studying, and I take the test and I get a C. That's not what I wanted. I wanted an A. Next time you're in a situation where you want to have something happen one way and it doesn't, remember it's about control. Every time I find myself in that situation, I have to remind myself now, and I have to remind myself that if I release the control, there's no longer stress. Yes, I am doing and taking action to make something happen, but you know what? It didn't work out the way that I thought it would. I'm not going to cause stress over something that I cannot ultimately control. I can only influence to the best of my ability. So let's take some examples. Why do games feel so good? Well, when I was playing Counter-Strike Source, guess what? I was able to be in complete control of that person going around shooting and attacking. I was able to get better and better and better at it. And I was in an environment that I could predict and I could play with and I could control because I knew how to use it, and I knew how to use it really well. That's why games are so addicting. People feel like they're in control of them. Despite multiplayer and having other things happen in there, the amount of variables in a video game versus the real world, not even close. Not even close. The stuff you have to deal with in a video game is so finite compared to the real world that when you go into a video game, it's like your mind is like, thank God I don't have to try to control all this other stuff in the world. That's why games are so addicting, because they're relaxing, because you don't feel like you have to control stuff, aka a stress reliever. Why do people go on to vacation? When they go and sit in the chair on the beach, they don't have to control anything. There's no business, there's no employees, there's nobody you have to work around. It's you and nothing else. You're not trying to control other things and getting disappointed. Not disappointed, but you're not getting things that you didn't intend. Therefore, you're not being stressed out. That's why vacation is so relaxing. That's why video games are relaxing. And that's why people like going on that stuff and doing it. It's all about control. Theoretically, you should be able to come back to your work and be able to let go. People get attached to what they do. Humans are emotional beings. We love what we sacrifice for. And when you sacrifice your business from an owner's perspective, when you go and when you're striving for something and it doesn't turn out the way you want, and you're in the middle of something that you've sacrificed for, be it sports, be it a project, be it school, whatever, you're working in a project. When you strive for something and it doesn't work out that way, and you've been sacrificing for it, that's stressful. That's real stressful. It sucks. Now, if you could take that off yourself. I can't control these people. I know I can't control these people. I can control myself, and I can continue doing what I do, but I can't control these people. It makes it a lot easier on your shoulders. Don't have to be laid back. Don't have to be easy. Don't have to let things slide. Just know if you don't have the expectation that you should be able to control something, aka employees, money, customers, whatever, you won't get stressed out. All this stuff is a distraction, though. It's very easy to be distracted by it. So let's go into things like, well, some more examples. Let's just go down them. Work. When you're working, you're trying to make something happen, a project happen. You're trying to get this person to buy from you. You're trying to write a program that does X, but it's doing X.5 or X with a bunch of bugs in it or something like that. And that's all stress. Now, if I were to say, I can't control this person, but I can present them with the best possible sales presentation that is related to what they might need that I can possibly do, nothing on me. I'm just doing the best I can to present what I have. In the software, I will write it in a way that will allow me to control the consistency of this program instead of just spewing it out all over the place. I'm taking action preemptively to mitigate something I know I can't control. Let's go into something like alcohol and drugs. Obviously an escape. When you have things on your mind that you're trying to control and you use alcohol or drugs, it's an escape. It's the same reason I started programming. I didn't need to feel like I couldn't control things that weren't going the way I wanted them to. And it's the same way with alcohol and drugs. The world isn't going the way that I wanted it to, and it is far easier and far more fun, and I have less to deal with when I'm in this stuff. Let's keep going with jealousy, anger, hatred. I'm jealous of my neighbor's car because I should have something better. My car should be better. My wife should be hotter. My house should be bigger. I should have a deeper shade of red, God damn it. I then will just anger. You should not have done that my entire childhood. You should not have done that. You should have done this. You should have never done that. You should have done that. And now I have to do this. And I didn't want to do that. You see that? I'm trying to control you into doing what I wanted you to do. And because you didn't do what I was trying to control you into do, I'm going to feel like I'm being controlled into doing this over there. You see the dumb loop it is? It's just a dumb loop. Now, if we were to go back and try it again, starting with alcohol and drugs, if you came from it like, you know what? I can't control any of these people. I can't control what they do. I can't control what happens over there. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to have fun doing it. I don't care what you think. If you think I'm not successful, I'm going to do what I do. I can't control what you think. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to do it in this reality because I can feel more. I can be in touch with other people more. I don't need an escape. And I know I can't control you. Then let's go to jealousy. That's a good one. You know, in all reality, I can't control the materialistic things around me. I can try. I can try to get a better paying job. I can start up a new business. I can do things to increase my income. But in all reality, my Subaru will never be a Ferrari. I can't control that transformation. I can't control that the moment I get a Ferrari, he's going to get a Lamborghini. I can't control that his wife got implants and I shouldn't go down that road. But and then with anger and hatred, with your kids specifically, you know what? I can't control you, but I can teach you and talk about values and how to be a valuable person and how valuable you are as a person. But ultimately, I can't control what you do. If you're living in my house, you need to respect what I'm saying. I'm not going to control you or force you into doing what I say. If you don't, you're going to need to face the harsh reality of what happens, but I'm not going to try and control you into it. But there are things I need you to step up to. See what I mean? It's the truth about stress. You don't need to control anything. Everything works out the way you want it to.